Hello and welcome to Watson's Weekly. This is a quick roundup of what I think are the most important and interesting economic and commercial events of the week just gone. The week started with hopes rising about a potential agreement in the US-China trade talks, but then these hopes were dented at the end of the week by the US ambassador to China saying that there were still difficulties around how to enforce the terms. In the interim period, data on the US's widening trade deficit and a big fall in China exports made an agreement look trickier. China also revised down its GDP growth forecast to their lowest level for almost 30 years. A big stimulus package is set to address this, but it is still not great news. We also heard this week that the Chinese tech sector is suffering and some major companies are cutting staff and benefits as a result of the overall economic slowdown. Didi Chuxing and ByteDance are among those companies who are tightening their belts. There was also news about the winners and losers in Chinese car sales. So winners included Toyota, with its reputation for quality and strong model lineup, Mercedes, BMW and Audi, whose richer client base aren't suffering as much as everyone else in the economic slowdown, while losers included Ford, which is suffering from an ageing lineup, PSA Group, which owns Peugeot and Citroën and is suffering because of its exposure to the mid-market, and Jaguar Land Rover, which has been suffering quality issues. There were some interesting developments affecting the pharmaceutical industry this week, with the FDA approving an antidepressant made by Johnson & Johnson, branded Spravato. This is the first time it has approved a new antidepressant for 30 years. On the subject of the FDA, its chief, Scott Gottlieb, resigned this week and will hand over the reins of power next month. This could be a big deal because Gottlieb has pursued a number of causes, including a potential ban on menthol cigarettes, the speeding up of generic approval, and restricting of the use of e-cigarettes among teenagers. Pharmaceutical companies and tobacco companies will be keen to see whether Gottlieb's successor carries on in the same vein or goes in a different direction. The retail sector had another eventful week, with Amazon putting the frighteners on the likes of Kroger, Walmart and Target by saying that it intended to roll out a new chain of mid-size urban grocery stores. Back in the UK, Greggs proved to be the one of the only bright spots in the high street that is under siege at the moment. There were more restaurant closures, Ted Baker's founder resigned, Superdry announced staff cuts and LK Bennett called in the administrators. News flow wasn't much better in the department stores either, as John Lewis cut its staff bonus pool to its lowest level for 65 years, and Sports Direct's Mike Ashley tried another attack on Debenhams. I hope you found this roundup interesting. I publish a daily note on watsonsdaily.com, which gives you more detail on what I just said on a daily basis. If you want access to this, as well as my weekly, monthly and annual publications that will help to turbo boost your commercial awareness, don't be shy, please subscribe. A subscription will cost you less than a double espresso per month. So, thanks for watching. Watson, out.